How to attract women using your voice. If you want to find the right girlfriend, life partner, or wife, you'll have to learn how to maximize the use of your own voice to make that happen. Now, I'm going to give you some very practical techniques to improve and ground your voice, to make your voice more masculine and more grounded. But before we get into that, you have to understand that you're not supposed to try to imitate somebody else's voice. For example, I have a naturally higher pitched voice. If I try to make an effort, I can make it sound like I have a really deep voice. And sounding a little bit, this is already deeper than I used to sound, for sure. And it's worth having a deeper voice. But the aim of the game is not to have the deepest voice possible. You know these types of men who are faking it? They're trying to speak like this. It's weird. You're sounding try-hard. It's not authentic. So you have to ground your voice. This is what we want to achieve. Because let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what your voice sounds like. If you're confident as hell, if your communication skills are absolutely on point, your voice can be super high-pitched, can be super low-pitched. Anything can be off. Or everything can be off and you can still create attraction. Now, that being said, it's still a powerful tool where if we maximize it, attraction can be built through it. And we're also going to talk about tonalities and inflection. But before we get into those techniques, which are powerful, which you'll learn here today, you have to understand that you are naturally, unconsciously going to do the right things with your voice to a large extent if you're in the right mental and emotional state. If you're confident as hell, if you're in the right state, if you have certainty from within, we can walk this way, just droop around that thing, then you're naturally going to have the right inflections and tonalities. It's the same with body language. You rarely hear me talk about body language. Yes, there are certain things that we need to learn to do right, or rather certain mistakes that we need to avoid when it comes to body language. Same is true with voice, which we're going to talk about today. But if you're in the right mental and emotional state, you're naturally going to do a lot of the right things. You're naturally going to have a much more upright posture. That being said, and here's the beautiful part, the right body language, or rather the right physiology, body language falls into that, and voice, the way you use your voice, falls into that as well. That can prime a more confident mental and emotional state. Using your voice can make you more confident. So, being more confident is going to make you use your voice naturally in the right way, and also using your voice in the right way will in turn make you more confident because it changes your physiology, thereby your neurochemistry. So, what can you do? First of all, what I would encourage you to do is to not ever scream. There are certain things that can really damage your voice. Like that harshness, you can immediately feel it in your vocal cords. You don't want to do that. Second mistake you want to avoid, as I talked about earlier, don't try to sound extra deep. If you're a naturally higher pitched guy, first of all, own it. That's one. These are probably the two biggest mistakes that you want to avoid. Now, what can you do? What you can do is you can sing. Let's go around here. You can learn to sing. And I'm not a good singer. I sound terrible. I can't hit a note for shit. I don't have rhythm when I sing. There are certain areas in life where I have rhythm, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just talking shit. But when it comes to singing, I'm really, really not good at it. And it's fine. When you sing for two reasons. One, to learn to express yourself emotionally and vocally and to improve your voice. Or rather, to express yourself emotionally and vocally and to improve your voice. These are the two reasons. It is not to impress other people. And you never have to sing in front of people. You can sing under the shower, you can sing at home. But I would encourage you to sing way more often, 5 minutes a day. Singing for 5 minutes every single day, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples here today, will improve your voice. And most importantly, it'll help you express yourself emotionally because most men are constricted vocally. If you don't enjoy speaking, if you don't enjoy the sound of your own voice, if you don't enjoy the expression of your own self, of your own authentic self, vocally, how is a woman supposed to get excited about that? If you can't enjoy yourself, be careful with the stairs there if you walk up. We can walk up there, yeah. Walk up. Yeah, but careful. Don't hurt yourself. If you don't enjoy your own expression, if you feel like you're constricted, oh Jesus, or falling down the stairs, how on earth is a woman supposed to enjoy it? Because remember, she will naturally feel a lot of the emotions that you'll feel. Through mirror neurons, she'll pick up on the degree of comfort or discomfort that you bring to a situation. So what I want for you, first and foremost, and singing is a tool for it, is to learn to enjoy your own true expression. So, if you sing, you gotta pick songs that you like, and from a personal development standpoint, you should pick lyrics that empower you. She left me, I'm lonely, I'm gonna kill myself. Well, that ain't too helpful, probably. So instead, for example, I'll give you a couple of my songs, and I'll explain why. So Try by Pink. It's a very romantic, cheesy song, but when she says, what are the lyrics? I don't even remember them fully, but it's like basically, you gotta get up and try. Just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. And that's just so powerful. I've listened to that song in the gym for years, and now it's obviously in a romantic context. That was the original intention of it. Hold the camera a little bit lower. Perfect. But I don't view it as such. I view it in terms of life. You just gotta keep going and try. The way Mateus is trying with the camera right now, you gotta get up and try. Careful with the lady. She's gotta get careful, Mateus. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta get up and try. So it's like, just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. You gotta get up and try. And it doesn't sound good, but it's for my own expression, and it trains your voice, and it releases you emotionally. That's the most important part. So you're gonna get two benefits. You're gonna get the training of your voice and the emotional benefits. Another song that I love to sing is Let It Go. If you go to YouTube and you type in Let It Go male cover, there's this guy. It's been up there for like 10 years or something like that, or however long. It's got millions of views. It's in a bit of a darker black and white setting, and he sings amazingly. Walk over on this side a little bit so we can let that elder couple walk by. Perfect. And absolutely amazing. And he sings it in a really nice and masculine way. And there's these two parts. For example, where he goes, no rules for me, I'm free. Let it go, I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, That trains your voice. And you can hear how my voice grounds itself. Now, I'm not trying to speak deeper, but your voice naturally becomes a little bit more grounded, as opposed to deeper, more grounded, more naturally more relaxed when you sing. Another one is From Now On. And we will come back home, and we will come back home again. And right now, I don't want to go fully crazy here, but if you're at home, really fully go all in and really express yourself. Don't hold back. If you sing with only 20% of your true capacity, if you never blow your voice out in this process at all, you haven't done it right. Now, obviously, the aim of the game is not to blow your voice out constantly and to damage your vocal cords, but if you're like, let it go, as opposed to, let it go, I'm one with the wind and sky. It's loud, right? It's a good exercise. You don't need to do it in public. I don't recommend doing it necessarily. But if you go all the way in, you'll be able to access emotions of passion, desire, certainty, aliveness, excitement that have been buried in there for quite a long time. If you want to prime an empowering mental and emotional state, it's very important that you learn to use your body. And to prime a peak performance state, or a certain or a confident state, you have to learn to use your voice. And singing is one of the most powerful tools. The second exercise you can do to ground your voice is to simply, we can go that way and loop around there to the left, is to simply hum. You go, hold the camera a bit lower, yeah. You can simply hum, where you try to hum as low as possible without interrupting the flow. So it's something like this. I'm aware that it looks a little bit silly, but doing that will actually deepen and ground your voice. And if you speak a lot, which I do, you actually have to do certain exercises like singing to protect your vocal cords. It's very important. So that's a really powerful one. Basically, just like this. And you can do that for a minute or two a day. It doesn't take more than that. It's very good. And the third one you can do, pause there for a second, stand there, is you simply stand like this. And you can get my shoes, you'll have to get my shoes in now. Pardon, the shoes are a little bit dirty, guys. My apologies. They weren't supposed to be in the video today. Basically what you do is you bounce off your heels, and every bit you're basically humming like this. and you're bouncing off your heels. And you do that, and every time you just, boom, relax. It's like this. And it looks a little bit silly, I'm aware of that. Again, do it at home. You don't have to do it in a park like we're doing it here. Boom, that way. And it will really help you ground your voice. And if you do that for just 30 days, invest 7 minutes a day, 3 minutes singing a song, 1.5 minutes for each of the other exercises, 5 to 10 minutes every day for the next 30 days, and you will feel a difference in your voice. And on your dates, you'll be much more at ease when you tell stories because you'll actually like the sound of your voice. You're much more used to speaking. Some of you might talk a lot, some of you might not talk that much in your day-to-day business. So how on earth are you supposed to be good at storytelling, be vocally and verbally agile, if you don't use one of the most important instruments God, the universe, life has given you? So use these exercises. Now, keep in mind, this is not about faking something. This is not about putting on a persona. Most of the time, I don't care whether my voice sounds a certain way. I could start paying attention to it, because if I want you to perceive me as more masculine, then I can speak like this. And that's fine. But ask yourself, how would I speak if I was truly and authentically me? And sometimes, depending on my state, it's a little bit more like this. Most of the time, it is a bit naturally higher pitched. But what you want to do is you want to ground your voice. And first and foremost, it's about the enjoyment of it. This is not supposed to be another chore. Oh, I have to go to the gym. I have to brush my teeth. I have to shower. I have to do all this. No. Enjoy it. Play with it. Pick music that, one, you really like, and second, that has empowering lyrics. Do that, and things are going to go a lot better. That being said, as I alluded to earlier, if you're in the right emotional state, if your communication skills are on point, you're going to do a lot of the right things naturally. So, if you want my help with that, click the link beneath this video and apply for a free initial consultation call. In my coaching program, we have voice exercises that go a lot deeper than that. We'll help you find everything you'll need to find and attract and keep the right woman. We'll talk about that there. Would love to have you there. Regardless, use the techniques you learned here today. Wish you all the best. Take care.